watching the news with me, Tanvi Shukla. We've got lots lined up for you, but before the day's top stories, here are the headlines. Massive fire breaks out in Behrampara near Bandra station in Mumbai. 16 fire tenders, 12 water tankers trying to douse the flames. 4 injured, including 2 firemen. Fudge Aadhaar data, technical errors and denial of basic rights. Government's ambitious identification scheme proving to be a tiresome affair for the citizens. 78-year-old woman turned away from a ration center after her fingerprints didn't match with those in the system. District officials refused to help. Glaring security lapses uncovered at the school where a Nigerian child was sodomized for over 3 years. Meanwhile, the paedophile has been sent to 14 days judicial custody. Even as Chief Minister Adityanath visits Taj Mahal and cleans up Agra to boost tourism, a Swiss couple gets thrashed by goons in Fatehpur Sikri. The tourists end up with smashed skull and fractured arm. With the air turning more toxic with each passing day, Delhi government considers bringing back the odd-even scheme in a bid to reduce emissions. Will suburban stations of Mumbai be hawker-free? Mirror now goes on ground to check if BMC is living up to its promise. Breaking news coming on top of this show. Gurugram District Administration has recommended police action against 135 private schools. After a security assessment drive by the district administration, they have sent a letter to the local police to take action against these erring 135 schools. In fact, the DC has instructed all schools to submit a compliance report within 50 days. So even as here at Mirror Now, we've been speaking, raising this issue and asking the authorities what action has been done. Here is one more small step being taken by the Gurugram authorities. Remember, it's been slightly over a month since we found Pradyuman murdered in a school. Let's go across to Priyank, who has some more details. Priyank, what is this action? Why are they going to face action, these 145 schools? What did they do wrong?
See, there was a massive drive which was started by the district administration after the murder of Pradyuman inside the school premises, after which a security assessment was done by the district administration side. The DC Gurugram has given a detailed report to us which says that only 223 schools had the security compliance and security certificate report with them, and 135 schools are the one which does not have any kind of security certificate with them. That's why under section A188 of CRPC, the DC has recommended it to the local police that legal action should be taken against these schools for not following the proper security norms. And if these schools, which has once again been given 15 days of notice period to come up with the security certificate report, if they don't do that, then certainly an FIR can be filed against these private schools, which are 135 in number. For me, it's a very major impact after the detailed coverage which we have done, raising serious question about the security of various schools, so not even RAN, but also various schools which are there in several portions of the country. But fortunately, the Gurugram administration has woken up. The DC has taken serious action, and he's the same DC who gave a very serious and very strict and detailed report against the Ryan administration, against the Ryan school for the negligence which was done from their part. Back to you.
But what kind of action can we expect from the police, Priyank? Exactly what are we talking about here for these schools?
We will have to wait for another 10 to 15, 14 days more, because if these schools don't have a security certificate with them, then certainly under section of 188 CRPC, there is a possibility that an FIR can also be filed against these school management people for not following proper security norms, which is certainly a very important thing if you talk about safety and security of children who goes to these private schools.
Okay, so 15 days is the time that has been given to these schools to show that they haven't done anything wrong. So big trouble. There were 145 schools. This is what we need, in fact, in every part of our country, so that these schools and their managements don't take it for granted that once they have been given the license, they can get away with whatever they want. Priyank, thanks so much for bringing us this big story. And moving on, several instances of crime, like we said, against children have been happening within the school premises. One case was Gurugram that we were just discussing. The other one happened in Greater Noida, where an 11-year-old Nigerian child was sexually abused over a period of 3 years. And this was being done by somebody who is part of the school administration. He's now been sent to 14-day judicial custody, but we're still waiting to see any action against the school management for allowing this to happen.
मुझे ये बच्चे ने संडे शाम को बताया कि बीच में छुट्टी थी, तो हम तैयारी कर रहे थे स्कूल जाने की मंडे से, तो संडे शाम को ही टोल्ड मी ऑन द इवनिंग ऑफ संडे. So immediately I called the school teacher and I reported the matter to her, and then she told me to come tomorrow morning to the school. Then they will see what to do. Then I told her, don't tell anybody. She told me she would not tell anybody because I didn't want the accused to find out and run away. Not knowingly, from that second standard itself, this Mishra, Mukta Mishra and this Ashok Mishra will begin because she gave him full power. सारा करता धरता स्कूल का उसने उसको बना दिया. और मैंने अपने बच्चे को उधर इसलिए नहीं रखा था कि स्कूल में पढ़ाई अच्छी चलती थी, क्योंकि बहुत से पेरेंट्स जो निकल गए वहाँ से वो यही कहते पढ़ाई अच्छी नहीं है. सिर्फ सेफ्टी के लिए मैंने रखा. तो मैं मतलब मुझे उन्होंने झूठ बोला ना कि स्कूल सेफ है.
Moving on now, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath attempted a face saver today through a widely covered visit to the Taj Mahal. But even as the Chief Minister posed for cameras, tried to boost the image of Agra as a tourism spot, another storm hit the Yogi government. 2 Swiss nationals were attacked at near Agra at Fatehpur Sikri. The foreign nationals were allegedly attacked with stones and sticks after they refused to pose for a selfie. Their skull was fractured, split open, and their arm was also fractured. Now, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and Tourism Minister Alphonse have asked the UP government to conduct a detailed investigation of what really happened here. The UP police has apprehended 3 of the suspects believed to be involved on this case. All of them are minors.
22 अक्टूबर को 100 नंबर पर एक सूचना मिली थी जिसमें बताया गया था कि साथ किसी स्विस विदेशी नागरिक के साथ में कुछ युवकों द्वारा मारपीट की गई है. उस पर पुलिस वहाँ पर पहुंची. उन विदेशी नागरिकों द्वारा FIR लिखाने से मना कर दिया गया. इस पर पुलिस ने स्वयं वादी बनके, जो स्थानीय पुलिस थी उसने स्वयं वादी बनके इसमें एक NCR दर्ज कराई और उनको ले जाके उपचार कराया. पहले प्राथमिक चिकित्सा केंद्र में ले गए, उसके बाद पुष्पांजलि अस्पताल आगरा में उपचार कराया गया. अपोलो में जब उनका इलाज हुआ तो वहाँ पे एक जो स्विस नागरिक था उसके फ्रैक्चर पाया गया. जब फ्रैक्चर पाया गया तो विवेचक ने उसमें बयान लिया और उस मेडिकल रिपोर्ट के आधार पे जो NCR लिखी गई थी 4 अज्ञात अभियुक्तों के खिलाफ, उसमें फिर धारा परिवर्तित करके धारा 325 का समावेश किया गया. शुरू में 4 इसमें अभियुक्तों को लिखाया गया था, जिसमें बताया गया था कि 4 अभियुक्त इसमें शामिल हैं. एक को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है और शेष के खिलाफ अभी पुलिस द्वारा ठोस प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं कि उनको भी गिरफ्तार करके उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई.
Chief Minister Yogi announced plans to spend close to 370 crore rupees that has, of course, been approved by the World Bank to develop the infrastructure aimed at promoting tourism in Agra. This announcement came on the heels of recent controversies stoked by various BJP members deriding the Taj, insulting it and calling it a blot on Indian culture.
देश का एक ऐसा प्रमुख महानगर और जनपद है जिसमें एक साथ 5 वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज से जुड़ी हुई प्रमुख ऐसे ऐतिहासिक स्थल हैं. उनमें से एक है ताज, दूसरा है आगरा का किला, तीसरा है फतेहपुर सीकरी, चौथा है सिकंदरा और पांचवा है एतौदौला का इस स्थल। ये जो 5 प्रमुख स्थल हैं, पर्यटन की अपार संभावनाओं को विकसित करने की अपने अंदर क्षमता पाले हुए हैं। मुझे देख के आश्चर्य होता है कि आगरा में प्रतिदिन देशी और विदेशी पर्यटकों की संख्या 40,000 से 50,000 होती है। अगर हम उनकी सुरक्षा और सुविधा की बेहतर व्यवस्था कर सकें, यही संख्या बढ़कर के 2.5 से 3 लाख आसानी से हो सकती है। और ये संख्या न केवल पर्यटन के क्षेत्र में विकास के लिए, अभी तो हमारे युवाओं को रोजगार की दिशा से अग्रसर करने में महत्वपूर्ण है।
It has been a little more than 4 years since the Aadhaar scheme was launched, but data and technical issues continue to plague the ambitious unique identification program. Yesterday, we showed you how farm loan relief in Maharashtra is stuck due to significant discrepancies. Today, we bring you more stories. In Mumbai, a journalist who already has an Aadhaar card was shocked to receive another one with his name and address, but different identity. In Madhya Pradesh, a 78-year-old woman was turned away from a ration store because her thumbprints didn't match the prints in the system. Let's begin with the first example. Maharashtra government's farm loan fiasco has exposed how there are still significant errors in the system. Mirror Now, in fact, has access the details of the bank list that was given to the Maharashtra government with details of farmers, their Aadhaar numbers and bank accounts. We exposed how nearly 100 farmers seem to have one Aadhaar number. Clearly, a big error on part of the banks who made this list, and that's what the government seems to suggest. But effectively, today the farmers are not going to get their money, their farm loan waiver, because of these discrepancies.
मैं प्रोग्राम में गया था नागपुर में, 52 करोड़ साहब आए थे तब, तो 3 लाख रुपए कर्जा है मेरे ऊपर, तो 1.5 लाख होने वाले हैं। तो अभी वो कब होता, अभी बैंक में गए थे, वो करेंगे बोलते 8-4 दिन में।
अब तक कोई पैसा जमा
नहीं जमा नहीं।
कितना कर्जा है आपका?
3 लाख रुपए।
मांग क्या है आपकी, होना चाहिए जल्दी?
हाँ, 1.5 लाख में होने वाले हैं ना, 1.5 लाख हम भरना है हमको, तो अभी कब होते, वो जल्दी के जल्दी हो गया तो अच्छा।
सरकार ने जिस तरीके से कर्ज मुक्ति की जो घोषणा की है वो बहुत ही अच्छी है, और उसमें मेरे पिताजी के 2013 के अंदर में 1,02,000 का कर्ज था, थकित कर्जदार के इसमें, तो वो कर्ज मुक्ति का प्रमाण पत्र लेते वक्त मुझे ऐसा अनुभव हुआ कि सही में सरकार ने जो कर्ज माफ़ी की जो घोषणा की है उसकी अमलबजावनी 18 तारीख से शुरू हुई है। आज भी मेरे खाते के अंदर, मेरे पिताजी के खाते में पैसे जमा नहीं हुए, तो ऐसी आशा है कि 2-4-8 दिन में वो पैसे निश्चित खाते में जमा हो जाएंगे, ऐसी पूर्ण विश्वास मुझे है।
मेरे पे 1,10,000 रुपये कर्जा था और मेरे को प्रमाण पत्र मिल गया है नागपुर में, और अभी गवर्नमेंट से ये आशा है कि कर्जा माफ़ होना चाहिए। बैंक में गए थे लेकिन कर्जा बैंक में कोई ऐसे आया नहीं बोले हमारे पास। यदि
Here's the other example. Shocking apathy in Madhya Pradesh's Guna, where a 78-year-old woman was denied food and turned away from a government ration distribution shop because her fingerprints on Aadhaar card didn't match those that were in the system. Here is the next example that we have for you. But in fact, before that, let's also bring to you what the Prime Minister had to say today at the International Conference on Consumer Protection, saying that the biggest success of Aadhaar is that it plays a major role in ensuring people can receive what is rightfully theirs. Surely a mission, but not right now a reality.
आधार की सबसे बड़ी सफलता ये है कि जिसका हक है उसको हक का देने में आधार एक बहुत बड़ी भूमिका अदा कर रहा है।
Here is the other instance that we were talking about, where an employee of Times Network is also a victim of the Aadhaar goof-up. This man you see on your screens is Rupesh Maruti Chavan. His name and address, as mentioned in the Aadhaar, has been used by another person, but with a different Aadhaar number, exposing just how easy it may be to fool the system.
कुछ दिन पहले मेरे घर पे ये एड्रेस पे ये आधार कार्ड आया था। एक्चुअली पहले मेरा आधार कार्ड बना हुआ है, मगर ये जो आधार कार्ड आया किसी और ने मेरे नाम और मेरा एड्रेस यूज़ करके ये अपना आधार कार्ड बनाया। और मैंने इसकी शिकायत करने गया था आधार कार्ड केंद्र पे, तो उन्होंने बोला कि ये कोई किसी और का है, मगर आपका नाम और एड्रेस यूज़ किया, मगर आपके नाम के जैसे और भी लोग हो सकते हैं। मगर मैंने ये बोला कि मेरा नाम और एड्रेस सेम है, मतलब मेरे घर का एड्रेस यूज़ करके किसी ने और बनाया है, इसका मिसयूज़ कुछ भी हो सकता है। वो क्रिमिनल कुछ एक्टिविटी करेगा तो पुलिस मेरे एड्रेस पे आ सकती है, कुछ भी और भी हो सकता है। ये अभी गवर्नमेंट इसको ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस दे रही है ये डॉक्यूमेंट को, आधार कार्ड को, और इस तरह के किसी ने मेरा एड्रेस और मेरा नाम यूज़ करके अगर आधार कार्ड बनाया तो मेरे साथ कल को कुछ भी हो सकता है।
Let's also take a look at some of the other stories that have been making news across the country. Well, actor Kamal Haasan has promised to make a big announcement on his birthday on November 7th. In a column in popular Tamil magazine, the actor has asked his friends to get ready, thus again triggering speculations of his political entry. The actor has called on people of Tamil Nadu with folded hands who think it's their responsibility to serve the state. 2 days after he was arrested in a terror funding case, NIA conducted raids at the house of Syed Shahid Yusuf, the son of Hizbul chief Salahuddin. During the search, NIA seized 5 mobiles, 2 hard disks, 1 laptop and incriminating documents apart from other electronic devices. Police has booked the auto driver for recording the video of a woman being raped in broad daylight at a footpath in Visakhapatnam. The auto driver has been booked under 2 sections, but has also been released on bail. Despite notices issued in contempt petition, the Vasundhara Raje government has introduced the special backward class reservation bill in the assembly. This bill seeks to extend the OBC reservation in Rajasthan from 27 to 32%. Uttar Pradesh Minister Jaikumar Jaiki and his associates were caught on camera destroying an entire farm with their convoy. First by parking vehicles at the field which had the standing crop. When the farmer approached the minister for the damage done, the minister offered him a mere compensation of 4,000 rupees for destroying 3 bighas of fields. Kannur police has arrested 2 more people with suspected links to ISIS. This identity of the 2 individuals they have been identified and the investigation is on. Yesterday, 5 more people were arrested in the case. Superstar Rajnikant and Akshay Kumar have reached Dubai for the audio launch of their upcoming movie Robot 2.0. Music maestro A.R. Rahman is set to perform live at the grand event. Makers of the film have reportedly spent over 15 crore on the launch. Breaking news coming in, Karnataka Minister KJ George has been named as an accused in the death of MK Ganapathy. Remember the cop who had allegedly killed himself a year ago. Now it seems in that investigation, Minister KJ George himself has been booked. Bhavtosh is on the phone line and he's got more details. Bhavtosh?
Tanvi, the case has been filed by the CBI naming KJ George as an accused A1 in this case. The other accused are 2 senior police officers who were blamed for death of MK Ganapathy. Now, MK Ganapathy was a DSP rank officer posted with Karnataka Police. A day before he committed suicide, he spoke to a local channel and said that KJ George and these 2 police officers were exerting pressure on him. But subsequent investigation that was carried out by various media outlets clearly showed that there is more to this case than just a suicide and that it could be a case of murder. His brother first went to a local court, got a case registered against KJ George, but Karnataka CID closed that case and gave a clean chit to him. He was subsequently reinstated by the Karnataka government. His brother then went to the Supreme Court. The CBI probe was ordered in this case, and CBI has today filed an FIR against KJ George and also against 2 police officers. Now, it would be a big embarrassment for Siddaramaiah government to continue with KJ George because Karnataka will soon be going to pose. He has always defended him as someone who was falsely implicated in this case, but CBI has said that they will take on record the complaint that was filed by his brother and has named KJ George as the prime accused in this case.
The case now, Bhavtosh, and what are the charges? Are they accusing him of abetting a suicide, or is it now a murder case?
Well, the CBI has said that as of now they are treating this case as one that is that could either be a suicide or a murder. They have said that they have taken the complaint filed by the brother on record, and all the allegations that he has leveled against KJ George and senior police officers of Karnataka government have been taken on record by them. They've said that the investigation will start soon. In fact, they have collected all the documents from Karnataka CID and also from the local police which initially investigated this case. They have said they will keep an open mind. They have said that they will also take on to record the interview that Ganpati had given to a local channel in which he had in fact said that he was being prescribed by KJ George.
Bhavtosh, just also take our viewers through the details of this case. Of course, MK Ganpati was somebody who released a video and in fact gave a video to a news channel stating that he was under pressure just a day before he was found dead.
Yes, the case involves a DSP rank officer, MK Ganpati, who many say was a very upright and honest officer. They claim that he was being put under a lot of pressure by senior police officers, IPS officers, and also by KJ George. He subsequently buckled under pressure, but before committing suicide, he gave an interview to a local channel in which he had named KJ George. But subsequent investigation and also subsequent probe that was carried out by Karnataka police raised many questions. In fact, Times Network had a series of stories in August which clearly showed that it could not even be a case of suicide, that there is a foul play involved. The manner in which the postmortem was conducted, the manner in which all allegations against KJ George were brushed aside by Karnataka CID raised a big question mark over whether the police was under some kind of pressure from Siddaramaiah government. Now, the fact is that KJ George is said to be a very influential politician in Karnataka and also a tall Congress leader. It could be possible that police was under pressure. But CBI has made it very clear that they have just started the investigation.
Right.
They have taken the complaint of the brother on record and will carry out a thorough probe.
Well, definitely big embarrassment for Siddaramaiah government, and it remains to be seen what they will do, whether at this point they will ask KJ George to take a step back in the light of the FIR now that has been filed. Bhavtosh, thanks so much for bringing us that story. Moving on, the Delhi government plans to bring, or at least is considering bringing back the odd-even scheme in a bid to reduce emissions by restricting the number of cars in the national capital. The Delhi Transport Minister has written to the Transport Corporation asking them to be fully geared up for implementation of the odd-even scheme when it is announced. Completely out of time on this edition of news, but don't go anywhere. Coming up next is the Urban Debate.